in front of you, and then all of a sudden they do. Here's the right turn there on that street. This is Mountain View, and he's going to continue in that direction southbound. Yeah, and like Chuck pointed out earlier, you know, the speed with potentially something heavy in the back of the van, it makes it a very dangerous vehicle, even more so. Here's a turn into an alley, a third alleyway. Yeah. My map's telling me Mar Vista. I don't know if how accurate that is, but I believe that is pretty accurate. You're seeing the driver now on Inglewood Boulevard, and then again another alleyway. So this might be let's see, we have a car there. Nope, he's going to go around that car and pop back out once again. So using the alleyways to get to the next street over seems to be the MO on this driver. I think so, Chuck. I think you're right. I think they're lost at this point, and maybe trying to get back to a major street that they might recognize. Uh-oh, look at that, right through that alleyway with that car stop there. It's going to come out again to another street and pop back out again. So that's McLaughlin. Yeah, look at the number of people there walking on the sidewalk. So I'm hearing that they might be trying to establish a point where they can put a spike strip, and that's going to be very helpful to bring this to an end. Yes, and now we're seeing the driver circling. This is the first time he's going to come around out of that alley. He's going to come back to the street he once was on. So this might be the familiar area. It might just be that he's lost. It's hard to say. Here he comes towards us now, and we might see a spike coming up right now. Let's see. McLaughlin southbound and at a higher rate of speed. He's got some room to roll there, and he's going to come up to the major intersection there, and we're coming right towards us on Washington. That looked like an LAPD unit, a couple of them there actually, and now he's hard on the gas because he sees them coming behind him. He saw them there when he made that turn, and so now we're going to make our turn. He's going to come under us here, and sorry for the movement on the camera. He's going to come right directly under us, and I'm trying to wait to see if we have the unit come up behind him right through the intersection there, and he's going to use the shoulder now. No, I'm not. I mean, it's moderate traffic, I would call it, for this hour. You see, he's actually westbound towards the ocean. We're getting into Venice. In fact, I think we are in Venice now. But here he goes across. There's a couple people there crossing. Yeah, it's so dangerous. They definitely try to keep track of all the violations. A lot of stop signs, a lot of red lights. Yeah, so it's hard to keep track. Maybe they've lost track already, but still, you know, continuing to break those laws on the streets here. Yeah, so we're looking at Del Rey, my map's saying right now, and it's back towards where this started. So he might be going back to familiar territory now and try to dump the van. Yes, yes, and now that he's we're hearing Mercedes, that rings a bell. And early on, when they were behind it first, I believe they did call it a Mercedes. So here's the turn on the smaller, narrower streets here. This is Panama Street in the Marina Del Rey area, and he's going to head back towards one of the major streets here. We'll see. Oh, he's going to go into this. Wow, like a parkway. He just took a sidewalk there, and he gets him back out onto Culver Boulevard. Unbelievable there. So fortunately, no one was walking. 12 o'clock, Chris. Yeah, I would say just under an hour on this pursuit. We were the first news helicopter on the chase. We were cruising around. We heard it break out. And let's go towards him now, Chris. He's got nowhere to go and might be bailing here. Doors open. There he goes running. And he's going to go into, it looks like the wash there. And yeah. He's on the bikeway, running along the wash there. We're going to try to move around and get around to see, but doesn't look like he's running too fast, and they're trying to get units now to get into position to pick him up. There he is, kind of jogging down the bike path. Let's hold right here, Chris. Right, and here he goes. Now he's got a gate there. Yeah, he's a rider there that's looking at him, and now he's made it out of that bike lane. He's got a backpack on. He's going to be going uphill. That's just going to wear him out. And now he's kind of huffing and puffing there as he climbs that hill. But I can tell you that they're directing units to him right now, and we should see. He does. He threw on a backpack there, and he's running out of gas there himself. Yeah, let me see. I'm going to come out wide. We'll keep an eye on him there. And here he is at the 90 Marina Freeway. He's going to cross the freeway. So, yeah, very dangerous. Look at the speed of that car going by him. He's got nowhere to go there. He's got that drop-off. And so we're going to keep a wide shot here because it's so dangerous. We don't want to show anything graphic for sure. But as he cuts across, look at that. Oh, my gosh. So dangerous. And now he's going to try to jump down again into the wash possibly here. There he goes. Yeah, for sure, for him. Now he's out of dangerous way there. He's going to take maybe a break there on that pillar. I'm going to go to our infrared here in a second if it gets too dark, but you see him going back down towards the bike lane that he came off of initially. And I'm hearing that the LAPD units are coming out of their vehicle to chase him on foot. So we might see the officers here come in here in just a minute. Here he is back, and he goes through the gate there, gets caught up on the fence. And look at this. Yeah, I maybe sized up the guy on the bike and said, no, I'm not going to help you out here. And no. So at this point, he's just kind of talking with him, and we should see some LAPD units on foot here momentarily, officers running to him. Well, it's part of the marina down here. It's one of the waterways that biker is on right now, and here he is off on a little trail. My pilot, I can't see out the side that this is on, but my pilot's telling me that they're about 150 feet from getting this guy. So we should be seeing those officers shortly approach him. I don't think so. I think that light is blinding him somewhat, and he's using that light to navigate his way through this field because, as you see, as I come out wide, you'll see flashlights. It's pretty dark down there, and he might be having a hard time finding his way, plus he's tired. Chris, can we get in closer? We're going to look and try to get in closer. He's moving in towards what might be a little homeless encampment there. He's just walking along that fence, but those officers are being talked to by the airship and directing them into him. No. He's just jumped the fence, it looks like. That looks like it's him. I'm going to go infrared here for a second. And there he is coming out. Chris, it's your side. He's going to climb it. He is. He's not. I did too. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to bring in a little bit of color balance there. And you see the driver now dragging his backpack after climbing that fence. And I think we're going to see the first officers there. The flashlights are getting ever closer. Yes. Exactly. It's very important to him. Now, the concern for the officers is, does he have a weapon? We haven't heard that. They're saying they might be armed, but you never know what's in that backpack there. So they got to be cautious. He's out in an open field right now, and those officers are approaching with little cover. Well, yeah, let me come out. Yeah, let me come out wider, and he might have. He might have. Yeah, he's going back towards that. He did. Good observation there, Carolyn. He did drop it. He's really exhausted and just trying to make his way. So he did drop that backpack. That was a good call. And they should be getting him in custody here very shortly. Here he is turning back towards the officers. He knows he has really nowhere to go. And they are going to get him here very, very quickly. Yeah, and now he's looking like he's approaching some officers just ahead of him, and I think he's had enough. It looks like he's just going to surrender to those officers at this point. Still trudging along. Let me come out wider and see if there's any officers there. Yeah, I see a flashlight. There we go. You see the officers there with their flashlights. There is, and you know they're talking to him right now, saying, "Hey, come on, give it up. You have nowhere to go. You're surrounded." But he's walking now away from them, so they're going to have to hop that fence. There they go. They're hopping the fence, and they're going to go after him. Here it comes. They're running at him, and they're going to make the arrest right now. And that's it. They take him down. We lose the night sunlight for a second there. We'll come out to a wide shot and try to boost our picture here as the officers finally take him into custody. Wait, hang on now. It looks like I have movement down there. It's very, very dark, and I think it's over. I'm waiting on word on the scanner to hear if they got. And they just said it. He's in custody. They're going to take that night sun away, and they'll at this point walk him out of there, back to the unit. So a pursuit that started in this area ends back up in this area with a foot chase. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. It is. I just took it off. We're pretty far away. And I got the infrared on too. It's What's that? How's our fuel? Okay. Let's, are we able to get any closer, Chris? This is 12 o'clock. If you want to move forward, it looks, yeah, definitely. Whenever you can get close.
And we do apologize about the feed going in and out here. We're trying to keep that going for you. It's the radio archive here, gathering some details on this white van pursuit in LA. Started about 5:40 p.m. around the Culver City area of LA.
The Kia